The galaxy doesn't mourn, it just keeps spinning, cold and indifferent. I'm Terran Vool, comms officer on the Galactic Dominion's cruiser Steel Aegis, stuck babysitting the human colony on Delta 4. My three tails flicked irritably as I scanned reports, the bridges hum a dull ache. Another shift watching dirt farmers, I grumbled, sipping a sour stim drink that barely kept my scales from molting. Delta 4 feed online, chirped the ship's AI, as cheerful as a hull breach. The holo showed New Arcadia, a human settlement of grids and greenhouses, thriving despite the Dominion's leash. Humans joined 10 cycles ago, spared annihilation for their warp tech blunder, but kept under tight rules, no weapons, no outside contact. Population 12,000, the AI noted. My tails twitched. Up 2,000, they breed like star roaches. Commander Clive Zorath, his crest feathers ruffled from a demotion over insulting the Dominion's prime consul, snorted from his chair. Terran violations? I sighed. Just crops and optimism, sir. Then my consul screamed, encrypted. Sir, New Arcadia's offline, I said, tail stiffening. Clive's feathers flared. Show me. The holo flickered. Smoke, ruins, bodies. Massacre, I whispered, decoding fragments. 4,000 dead, Dominion drones. Clive's eyes widened. Our drones, impossible. I traced the signal's echo. Orders from Dominion Command classified. Sir, someone high up did this. Clive hissed. Pinpoint survivors. Scanners found 8,000 humans scattered in bunkers. A weak comm pinged. Administrator Lila Chen bloodied in a shelter. Dominion slaughtered us. Kids, families, help. My scales prickled. Clive muttered, this wasn't sanctioned. Terran, contact command. I sent the query, but a new signal spiked. Earth's relay furious. Sir, humans know, I said, tails curling. A holo flared. Earth's envoy General Marcus Holt, eyes like plasma. Clive, your Dominion butchered New Arcadia. Release survivors or Earth answers. Clive scoffed. You're protectorate scum. Holt's smile was ice. Check your sensors. My console lit up. Human ships cloaked, emerging from Delta 4's rings. Could Clive salvage this horror, or had Earth's wrath already begun? New Arcadia's smoldering ruins haunted the Steel Aegis's hollow. 4,000 human dead burned into my scales. Terran Vool, tails rigid, watched Commander Clive Zorath pace, his crest feathers drooping. Terran, confirm those ships, he snapped. I scanned. 5 human vessels, Vanguard, Scourge, Relentless, cloaked until now. Class 5 cruisers, sir, I said. Treaty bands, those. Clive's eyes narrowed. Rebels, contact them. General Marcus Holt's holo reappeared, voice iron. Clive, you've got 24 hours to free New Arcadia's survivors, or we carve your ship. Clive laughed. You're outgunned, human. My console pinged. Dominion Command's reply. Vague. Investigate massacre, detain suspects. I muttered. Ha ha ha, they're dodging, sir. I traced the massacre's drone logs. Orders from Prime Consul Vrenix, hidden in black site files. Sir, Vrenix authorized this, I whispered, tails twitching. Clive's feathers paled. Treason from the top? A ground signal broke through. Lila Chen, with Survivor Dr. Ezra Kane. Dominion drones hit our schools, Ezra growled. We've got proof. Vrenix's signature. Clive snarled. Terran, jam their comms. I hesitated, scales itching. Sir, they're broadcasting to Earth, Vorin, everyone. The holo showed New Arcadia's bunkers, humans arming, farmers, kids, furious. Lila hissed. Prepare defenses, Terran's voice roared. Vrenix wanted our crops for Dominion elites. We said no. I chuckled. Ha ha ha. Humans don't bend, sir. Holt's holo flickered. Clive, your boss killed for profit. Hand over survivors or we board. Clive, we hold. My scanners caught human drones swarming our sensors. They're jamming us, I shouted, rerouting power. A new ping. Earth's Iron Dawn. 48 hours out, with escorts. Sir, their fleet's coming, I warned. Clive's crest twitched. We stall until Dominion reinforcements. I frowned, catching a survivor feed. Kids, orphaned, etching Vrenix dies on walls. My tail sagged. Sir, maybe we negotiate. Clive glared. Loyalty, Terran, or you're next. Could we fend off Earth's rage, or was New Arcadia's blood igniting a galactic storm? The Steel Aegis trembled, human drones buzzing our hull like angry void wasps. Terran Vool, tails flicking, wrestled with failing sensors as Commander Clive Zorath barked, Terran, clear those drones! I fired counterpulses, downing a few, but Vanguard's salvo rocked us. Shields at 89%, I shouted, scales prickling. Ha ha ha! Humans hit hard, sir! The holo showed New Arcadia's survivors, led by Lila Chen and Dr. Ezra Kane, rigging defenses in bunkers. Ezra's broadcast hit galactic relays. Vrenix's drones killed 4,000 for our crops. We have his orders. Vorin and Trenvareps condemned the Dominion, promising aid. Clive's feathers drooped. Terran blocked that signal, I tried, but humans rerouted through encrypted relays. They're ghosts, sir, I said, tails curling. General Marcus Holt's holo flared. Clive, your shields won't hold. Free the survivors. Clive snarled, fire on Scourge! Our cannons roared, grazing their hull, but Relentless retaliated, a missile shredding our comm array. Comms at 60%, I yelled, rerouting. A survivor feed hacked in, Lila arming teens. For our dead, she cried, my gut twisted, 4,000 ghosts. I traced Vrenix's orders deeper, black site memos targeting New Arcadia's food surplus for Dominion elites. Sir, Vrenix planned to starve them, I said, tails rigid. Clive hissed, lies, prep ground assault. I balked. Sir, that's 8,000 civilians. His claw grazed my console. Do it, Terran. I prepped drones, scales dulling as Iron Dawn closed, 44 hours out. A new alert. Human infiltrators in our drone base sabotaging units. They're inside, I shouted, sealing hatches. Ezra's voice crackled. Vrenix's greed ends here. I chuckled. Ha ha ha, humans are sneaky, sir. Clive's eyes bulged. Find them, Terran. My scanners caught 10 infiltrators moving fast. Holt's holo smirked. Time's ticking, Clive. Choose. Could we crush their rebellion, or was Earth's vengeance unstoppable? New Arcadia's bunkers glowed with defiance, survivors' broadcasts searing the galaxy's conscience. My tails thrashed, Terran Vool sealing the Steel Aegis's drone bay as human infiltrators wreaked havoc. Commander Clive Zorath roared, Terran, neutralize them! I diverted power to internal turrets, downing 2, but 8 slipped through. Ha ha, humans are rats on our walls, sir! I grinned, scales tingling. The holo showed Vanguard and Relentless hammering our shields, Scourge circling for a kill shot. Shields at 72%, I reported, alarms blaring. General Marcus Holt's voice cut through. Clive, your drones are offline. Surrender the survivors. Clive's feathers flared. Launch reserves, Terran. I hesitated, tail sagging. Sir, that risks civilians. A ground feed hacked in, Lila Chen rallying kids with plasma torches. Vrenix's greed killed our families. Fight! Dr. Ezra Kane uploaded Vrenix's memos, proving Dominion elites hoarded New Arcadia's crops. Vorin pledged ships, Trenva sent medics. I muttered, ha ha ha, humans are winning hearts, sir. Clive snarled, bomb the bunkers. My scales dulled. Sir, that's genocide. Iron Dawn was 40 hours out, but Vanguard's missile slammed us, shields dropping to 59%. Engines overheating, I shouted, rerouting coolant. A new ping, my crewmate Tech Vixen whispering, Terran, Vrenix framed us. I'm with the humans. My tails froze. Mutiny. I traced her signal. She'd disabled our targeting grid. Sir, we're half blind, I lied, covering her. Clive's crest twitched. Terran, fire on New Arcadia. I dodged. Systems jammed. Human hackers. Holt's holo flickered. Clive, your crew's turning. Free the survivors or we board. A survivor feed showed orphan kids, carving names of the 4,000 dead into bunker walls. My heart sank. Sir, negotiate, I urged. Clive's claw raised. Obey, Terran. Could I defy him, Or would New Arcadia's blood drown us all? The Steel Aegis groaned, human ships Vanguard and Scourge tearing at our hull like void sharks. My tails flicked, Terranvul dodging Commander Clive Zorath's glare as I faked system failures to shield Tech Vixen's sabotage. "Terran, fire on those bunkers!" Clive roared. I smirked. "Ha ha ha, sir. Hackers fried our launchers." His feathers bristled, but he bought it. The holo showed New Arcadia's survivors, Lila Chen and Dr. Ezra Kane broadcasting Vrenix's crimes, 4,000 killed for crop profits. Voran ships arrived, shielding Delta IV's orbit. "Sir, allies are joining them," I said, tails twitching. Clive hissed, "Traitors, target Vanguard!" Our cannons fired, missing Relentless's weave. Their counterstrike hit shields at 44%. "We're bleeding," I shouted. A ground feed flared, kids etching justice on wreckage, Lila arming them with scavenged Dominion rifles. Ezra's voice boomed, "Earth's coming for Vrenix!" I traced their signal, Galactic relays unstoppable. "Ha ha ha, humans are loud, sir," I said, scales gleaming. Clive snarled, "Terran, find those infiltrators." Scanner showed 6 left, now in our reactor core. General Marcus Holt's holo flickered. "Clive, your ship's crippled. Free the survivors." Clive laughed. "You'll die first." Iron Dawn was 36 hours out, but Voran frigates fired warning shots, grazing us. "Shields at 31%, I yelled, rerouting power. Vixen whispered via comm, "Terran, I've locked the reactor. Join us." My heart's raced. Betrayal or salvation? A new alert. Dominion Command, ordering retreat. "Vrenix is covering his tracks," I muttered, showing Clive. His crest sagged. "We hold, Terran. Bomb New Arcadia." I snapped. "No, sir. That's 8,000 lives." His pistol pressed my skull. "Fire!" A klaxon. Human boarders breaching the bridge deck. Lila's feed hacked in. "Vrenix falls today." Could I turn on Clive, or was Earth's fire our end? Human boarders stormed the Steel Aegis' corridors, their boots echoing like a death knell. My tails thrashed, Terranvul locking the bridge as Commander Clive Zorath's pistol dug into my scales. "Terran, bomb those bunkers!" he screamed. I spun, tails smacking his arm. "No, Clive, you're the monster!" His feathers flared, but a blast shook us. Human breachers at the door. The holo showed Vanguard crippling our engines, shields at 19%. "We're done!" I shouted, dodging sparks. New Arcadia's feed flared, Lila Chen, Dr. Ezra Kane, and survivors broadcasting, Vrenix's Massacre, 4,000 dead for greed. Voran and Trenva fleets flanked Delta IV, condemning the Dominion. I grinned. "Ha ha ha, sir, the galaxy's turning." General Marcus Holt's holo roared, "Cleave, your ship's ours, surrender." Clive snarled, "Never." I caught Tech Vixen's signal, reactor sabotaged, power failing. "Ha ha ha, my crew's with them, sir," I taunted, unlocking the bridge. Human boarders burst in, led by Captain Aisha Reza, eyes blazing. "Drop it, bird," she snapped, rifle on Clive. He froze, pistol clattering. Lila's voice crackled. "Earth's here, Vrenix is exposed." I showed Aisha the Massacre orders, Vrenix's signature, black site files. "He killed for crops," I said, tail sagging. Aisha nodded, cuffing Clive. "You're with us, Terran?" I nodded, "For the 4,000. Iron Dawn was 32 hours out, but Vanguard signaled victory. A ground feed showed kids alive chanting, "Earth rises." Clive hissed, "Traitor!" I laughed. "Ha ha ha," says the genocide fan. A new ping, Dominion Command, disavowing Vrenix, ordering retreat. "They're abandoning you, sir," I said, scales gleaming. Aisha's comm buzzed. Ezra in New Arcadia uploading Vrenix's files to every system. "The Dominion's rotting," he said. "Could we topple Vrenix's empire, or would his allies strike back?" Clive Zorath slumped in cuffs, the Steel Aegis' bridge a wreck as Captain Aisha Reza's team secured it. My tails flicked, Terranvul handing over Vrenix's Massacre files to Aisha. "This nails him," I said, scales steady. She nodded. "Good work, Terran, you're Earth's now." New Arcadia's Hollow showed survivors cheering, Lila Chen and Dr. Ezra Kane arming bunkers. Vanguard's Captain Marcus Holt hailed, "Clive's down, deliver him to New Arcadia." Aisha shoved Clive toward a shuttle. "Move, Butcher." I followed, tails buzzing, landing in New Arcadia's scarred square. Humans mobbed us, kids waving justice signs, their eyes haunted by 4,000 dead. Lila embraced Aisha. "You saved us." Ezra glared at Clive. "Vrenix is next." I showed Lila the files, Vrenix's orders to kill for crop control. "He starved colonies for elites," I said, tails low. Lila's fists clenched. "We broadcast this." Their signal hit Vorin, Trenva, even Dominion worlds, sparking outrage. I chuckled. "Ha ha ha, humans are galactic megaphones." Clive hissed, "You'll all burn." Aisha smacked him. "Shut it." A ping, Iron Dawn, 28 hours out with 15 ships. Holt signaled, "Dominion's retreating, but Vrenix's fleet's 60 hours away. We hold." Ezra uploaded more. Vrenix's secret deals with Dominion lords. "He's corrupt to the core," Ezra said. Vorin pledged frigates, Trenva sent drones. My tails perked. "Ha ha ha, you've got an army, humans." Clive's trial began, humans and allies watching. Lila testified he enforced Vrenix's slaughter. I added, "I saw the orders, 4,000 dead, no mercy." Clive snarled, "I served the Dominion." Aisha snapped, "You served greed." The crowd roared, demanding blood. My scales tingled. Human vengeance was raw, unstoppable. Could they bury Vrenix, or would his fleet crush their stand? New Arcadia's square boiled with fury. Clive's trial, a galactic beacon from Delta IV's ashes. My tails hummed, Taranvul beside Lila Chen as she testified. "Vrenix's drones killed our families. 4,000 gone." Dr. Ezra Kane showed Vrenix's files, proving elite profiteering. I faced the holo, scales firm. I carried his orders, but I chose truth. The crowd roared, "Vrenix falls!" Captain Aisha Reza guarded Clive, his feathers dull. "You're finished," she spat. Vorin and Trenva broadcasts echoed, pledging ships. I grinned, "Ha ha ha, humans flipped the galaxy, Lila." General Marcus Holt's hollow flared from Vanguard. "Iron Dawn's 24 hours out, Vrenix's fleet's 55 hours, fortify." Humans rigged turrets, kids hauling ammo, orphans unbroken. Ezra's next upload hit, Vrenix's bribes to Dominion lords, hiding the massacre. "He betrayed his own," Ezra said. A Dominion hollow pinged, Admiral Zorin, Vrenix's ally, raging. "Humans, surrender or Delta IV's dust." Holt laughed. "Try it, Zorin, the galaxy's watching." My tails froze. Vrenix's fleet, 200 ships loomed. "Ha ha ha, bold bluff, Marcus," I muttered. Aisha clapped my shoulder. "Terran Dominion ship flaws?" I thought fast, tails flicking. Their power grids, dorsal exposed, hit there. Vanguard targeted a Dominion scout, frying its grid. The scout fled, sparking cheers. "Ha ha ha, humans are sharpshooters," I said, scales gleaming. Lila whispered, "We expose Vrenix's lords next." My gut churned, dangerous but brilliant. A new alert. Iron Dawn's escorts skirmishing with Dominion probes. "They're testing us," Holt said. Clive's verdict landed, execution. He slumped, silent. Ezra met my eyes. "Terran, you're with us?" I nodded, "For the 4,000. Could humanity's truth shatter Vrenix's empire, or would Zorin's wrath burn New Arcadia to cinders? Delta IV's skies flared, Vanguard and Vorin frigates downing Dominion probes as New Arcadia braced. My tails buzzed, Taranvul in the command bunker with Lila Chen broadcasting Vrenix's bribes to Dominion lords. "He bought silence for our 4,000 dead," Lila said, her voice steel. Vorin and Trenva amplified, sparking Dominion protests. I grinned. "Ha ha ha, you're gutting them, Lila." Clive's execution aired, swift, public, a warning. Dr. Ezra Kane uploaded more. Vrenix's secret prisons hide dissenters. "He's a tyrant," Ezra growled. Captain Aisha Reza coordinated defenses, kids manning scanners. "Terran, your family now," she said. My scales warmed, tails perked. Ha ha ha. Adopted by humans? Wild. General Marcus Holt's hollow flared from Vanguard. Iron Dawn's 20 hours out. Vrenix's fleet's 50 hours. We hold. A Dominion hollow. Admiral Zoran furious. Humans, you've doomed yourselves. Holt smirked. Zoran, your lords are jumping ship. My scanners caught defectors, Dominion ships fleeing Vrenix's banner. Ha 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 ha, rats are running, I cheered. Lila rigged a trap, fake distress signals to lure Zoran scouts, relentless ambushed, crippling 3. Terran, more weaknesses? Aisha asked. I nodded, tails flicking. Their comms, centralized, hackable. Ezra's team breached Zoran's relays, sowing chaos. A survivor feed showed kids painting C, 4,000 remembered on bunkers. My heart's ached. Humanity's fire burned bright. A ping, Iron Dawn's fleet, now 20 ships, engaging Dominion outliers. We're winning, Holt said, but Zoran's 200 ships loomed. Lila whispered, we expose Vrenix's endgame next, genocide plans. My tails froze. Galactic war. Ha ha ha, you're playing with supernovas, Lila, I said half-awed. Could their truth topple Zoran? Or would New Arcadia's stand spark annihilation? New Arcadia's bunkers thrummed, human kids manning turrets as Iron Dawn's fleet closed, 16 hours out. My tails hummed, Taranvul helping Dr. Ezra Kane broadcast Vrenix's genocide plans, massacres plotted across 12 colonies. He wanted total control, Ezra said, files hitting every relay. Vorin and Trenva pledged fleets, Dominion worlds rioted. I grinned, ha ha ha, you've cracked their empire, Ezra. Captain Aisha Reza fortified the square, Lila Chen at her side. Terran, you're our edge, Lila said. My scales gleamed, tails proud. For the 4,000, I replied. General Marcus Holt's hollow flared from Vanguard. Vrenix's fleet's 45 hours out, splitting, Zoran's wavering. A Dominion defector hailed, offering intel. Ha! They're eating each other, I cheered. Admiral Zoran's hollow roared, humans, your rebellion ends. Holt laughed. Zoran, your lords are ours. Ezra hacked Zoran's comms, broadcasting his retreat orders. Panic spread. Relentless down 2 Dominion frigates, Vorin ships mopping up. A survivor feed showed kids, healed, dancing under Vrenix Falls banners. My heart swelled. Humanity's spirit was unstoppable. Aisha rigged a decoy, fake fleet signals in Delta 4's rings. Zoran's scouts chased, Vanguard ambushing. Terran, more tricks? Aisha asked. I nodded, tails flicking. Their reactors overload with pulse jammers. Ezra's drones fried a cruiser's core, sparking retreat. Ha ha ha, humans are chaos gods, I said, scales blazing. Lila whispered, we demand Vrenix's head next. A new ping, Dominion command disavowing Zoran, offering truce. They're scared, Holt said. But Vrenix's 150 ships pressed on. A kid handed me a or 4,000 avenged patch. My tails curled, moved. Could humanity force Vrenix's surrender, or would his fleet burn Delta 4's hope to ash? Delta 4's orbit sparked with Vorin and human ships clashing Dominion stragglers. Iron Dawn 12 hours out. My tails buzzed, Taranvul in New Arcadia's bunker as Lila Chen broadcast Vrenix's surrender demand. Face justice for 4,000 dead, she roared, galactic relays blazing. Dominion riots spread, lords defecting. I grinned, ha ha ha, Lila, you've gutted their spine. Dr. Ezra Kane showed Vrenix's final secret, bioweapons meant for human worlds. He planned extinction, Ezra said, sparking Vorin and Trenva ultimatums. Captain Aisha Reza armed survivors, kids now warriors. Terran, you're our sister, Aisha said, handing me a rifle. My scales flushed, tails proud. Ha ha ha, I'm human now, huh? General Marcus Holt's hollow flared from Vanguard. Vrenix's fleet's 40 hours out, fracturing. We press. A Dominion hollow. Admiral Zoran desperate. Humans negotiate. Holt smirked. Surrender, Vrenix. My scanners caught Zoran's ships turning. Mutiny. Ha ha ha, they're eating their own, I cheered, tails dancing. Ezra hacked their nabs, stranding cruisers. A survivor feed showed New Arcadia's kids painting murals of the 4000, chanting Earth rises. My heart's ached, resilience raw and fierce. Lila rigged a trap, fake Vrennick signals luring Zoran's loyalists. Relentless obliterated them, Vorin mopping up. Terran, more flaws? Lila asked. I nodded. Their shields, pulse fence, weak, hit fast. Vanguard fried a battleship's shields, forcing retreat. A ping. Iron Dawn's fleet, now 25 ships, dominating orbit. We've won, Holt said, but Vrennick's hid, plotting. A kid hugged me, whispering, Thanks, Scale Lady. My tails curled, moved. Lila met my eyes. Terran, we end Vrennick's. Could humanity's fire force his fall, or would his shadow spark a darker war? New Arcadia's dawn broke, Iron Dawn's 25 ships locking Delta IV's orbit as Vrennick's fleet crumbled, 35 hours out. My tails hummed, Terran Vul beside Lila Chen in the square, broadcasting Vrennick's crimes, 4,000 dead, bioweapons planned. He's a galactic plague, Lila declared. Vorin and Trenva fleets guarding us. I grinned. Ha ha ha, Lila, you've burned his empire. Dr. Ezra Kane's final hack exposed Vrennick's hideout, Dominion Black Site, Delta IV's moon. He's cornered, Ezra said. Captain Aisha Reza led a strike team, me included. Terran, you're in, Aisha said. My scales gleamed, tails proud. For the 4,000, General Marcus Holt's hollow flared. Vrennick's fleet surrendered. Take him. Zoran's ships fled, mutinied. We stormed the black site, Vorin drones covering. Vrennick's scales dull, coward. You're vermin, he hissed. Lila slapped him. 4,000 say otherwise. I cuffed him, tails flicking. Ha ha ha, big boss, small soul. New Arcadia's feed showed kids cheering, murals of the 4,000 glowing. My heart swelled. Justice, hard won. The Treaty of Delta IV freed humanity, Dominion ceding control. Lila led New Arcadia, Ezra's crops feeding allies. I stayed, advising, tails proud. Scale Lady's home, a kid said, gifting a TO 4000 hero badge. I laughed. Ha ha ha, keeping this forever? Vorin and Trenva joined Earth's coalition, 3 species eyeing freedom. Vrennick's rotted in a Vorin cell, forgotten. Years later, Delta IV thrived, its scars a testament. I stood with Aisha, stars above. Humans don't break, she said. I nodded. You burn brighter. If farmers and kids could topple a tyrant, what could the galaxy achieve? Earth's fire had spoken, and the stars listened.